I mean,
I don't know. If anything, that should probably like open things up, and people should probably expect me to be seeking validation from other people, but for whatever reason I don't. But it's like, I'll do something, but to me it's not good or bad, it's just something that I enjoy doing at a certain time, at a certain point in time, and at the moment that's editing and putting together videos and streaming. So
you've been doing good stuff with your editing too. Like, I saw the video snippets and things you made for your Skyrim roleplay, and of course the previously on sections.
Like I say, I do enjoy doing it, and it's kind of... I mean, I appreciate that you think you and a couple of other people have said that I've done a good job on them, but like, to me it's just sort of, well, it serves a purpose and I enjoy doing it, so it's not...
Yeah. But like, the thing with editing is it's something which by its nature should be invisible. If you find yourself ever watching like a video and being like, wow, that was really well edited.
Yeah,
that's... It's like, editing is something which, creeps up on you and creates ambience.
Yeah.
So unless you're specially paying attention to it, it's invisible. So it's hard to kind of rate editors. But...
Well, until you come across a bad one.
Yes.
If you come across bad editing, then you do know, so... Hey, Chotuni. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Lizald, I go. Yeah, first time runs in Soulsborne games are great. Like, my first run of Bloodborne was very... It took me about a year to complete the game. But that was probably the best, and I've yet to properly be able to play any of the Dark Souls games, unfortunately. But, I just can't get into the combat for whatever reason. But, yeah,
it takes us a bit to make it click.
Yeah, I mean, you know better than I would.
I totally get why it was bamboozling you.
Yeah. And we cannot catch this Gassy because we already have a poison type. But this is an area we can come back to should Spinarak or Hoot Hoot go down.
Yeah, we've not encountered any eligible Pokemon, so our capture has not been burned.
Because rules. But yeah, actually, speaking of, it was something that I've yet to really ask anyone about, but aside from whether or not it was too loud because of not knowing, like, when I made the videos, they were fucking loud. And I was hoping it wasn't a case of, right, I'm going to play these and they're going to blow everyone's eardrums out, but evidently that wasn't the case. But like the nightmares I made for Skyrim.
Yeah, that's what I was commenting on before,
Oh, I thought you meant the, like, just where I put together the episodes and things like that. I didn't mean...
No, I was talking specifically about the previously on videos and the nightmare sequences. I didn't want to say the nightmare sequences because I didn't want to potentially give people spoilers for your run, but...
No, it's not spoilers because you don't know what the nightmares are about.
No, but it's, so they have nightmares. You know how it goes, everything's a spoiler.
Yeah. Destroying someone easily feels disappointing. Yeah.
It does. Again,
The Witch of Hamwick in Bloodborne, need I say more? Unless you're doing like a high insight run or something like that, and it's like new game plus 7 and you are purposely not leveling, but...
Yeah, like, The Witch of Hamwick caught me off guard, I have to admit.
Yeah.
When suddenly...
That might have been one I missed, actually. Oh, speaking of, there's something I forgot to mention, actually, which is... Friday, I might not be... I more than likely will be streaming, but I have an appointment earlier in the day that I might feel wiped out from, but hopefully it won't be a problem. And I'll still be streaming Skyrim.
You did mention in passing that you might not be at my next Friday one.
Yeah. And I mean, my stream as well, I might not be able to do, but it depends, you know. Yours I'll be able to make, no problem, but like if I'm feeling a bit bleh afterwards, I'll probably I'll either skip mine or I'll run a vodcast, and or like some of the episodes I'll just run them and comment with, you know, in chat with people if they're interested, or I'll do something chill, like just an editing stream or something if I've got
The
anything to
return of
edit.
Stardew Valley.
The realest streams on Twitch, Stardew Valley.
Ooh, evolution hype.
Yay, evolution hype, do not crash game or I will scream. I won't actually scream because I don't think I'm capable of screaming, but still.
Remember, evolution is a mystery, full of changes no one sees.
Oh god, I miss Motorhead. No, it's one of those things where like every now and again you'll, you know, because like when as far as bands go, and like, you know, with Lemmy it's sort of because you always have the music that they did before, like you kind of not forget that they're dead, but it kind of,
but every now and again it just hits you. There's
it's
not
like,
going to be another album.
Yeah, and like it's sort of, shit, there's not going to be any more Motorhead albums, or there's not going to be, you know, I'm never going to hear that rough voice shouting at you again, like, you know. And then it's sort of, right, I'm just going to stick on No Sleep Till Hammersmith and it'll all go away. Or Everything Louder Than Everything Else. That's the thing, like, I find with Motorhead is, as good as they were in the studio, they were a live band.
It's a shame that when I saw them live that they were sick.
Yeah, I was lucky in, I saw him in 2009, and it was just before Lemmy started his, you know, his health started declining. You know, like, you could see he was not struggling, but his voice was still good, but, like, you could see that he was shaking a hell of a lot, and,
I mean, as is life, right?
Yeah. I mean, hell, when you're, you know, in your late 60s, I know he died when he, a couple of days after his 70th, but still, you know, when you're in your late 60s and you've been suffering with diabetes for about 20 years, not to mention the cancer that was rotting his brain and his neck at the time that none of them knew about. So, yeah, Chotuni Quilava is probably my favourite second stage evolution of any of the starters, actually, of any generation's starters. I really like War Turtle and Charmeleon, but Quilava looks the least weird, I guess.
War Turtle looks very weird.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Lizard. Yeah, you missed an evolution.
Yep.
Yeah, War Turtle looks weird in its... I find it looks weird in its evolutionary line, but like if you separate it from and treat it as a standalone Pokemon, it doesn't so much.
Yeah, but it's strange that, like, in context of evolution, but it gains a bunch of traits kind of unique to it, only to lose them before becoming Blastoise. Like the weird kind of like fairy ears and crap.
Yeah, and the tail. But yeah, probably. I don't know if you guys, any of you guys, like do favorite Pokemon or anything like that. I kind of do, but like there's a bunch that I really enjoy. But probably one of my favorites, and certainly design wise, is Umbreon.
Yeah, Umbreon's fantastic.
I know it's a really simple design and there's not much going on, but sometimes you don't need a lot going on.
Yeah, no, I dig Umbreon massively.
Whatever goes run. What would that entail?
I think that's just playing the game, right? With no rules.
Yeah. Oh, like a randomized everything run. Oh, I've seen one of those where literally everything is randomized. Pokemon's moves, types, what they evolve into, when they evolve. Oh, some of
No.
those are insane.
Now, I'm sure I've had this rant before, but I both love and hate those.
Yeah.
Because on the one hand, anything can happen. It's so wild. It's so unpredictable. But on the other hand, you can never strategize. You can never kind of be like, we've got this obstacle coming up ahead.
Yeah.
I need to arrange counters and stuff like that. And the strategy is something I enjoy.
Yeah. Like, I would find that stressful for definite, but like, it's certainly interesting to see. I think the one I watched as well, like, even catch rates were randomized as well. So, like, you could run up against like one of the boss legendaries, and it have the catch rate of a Rattata, and then you could come up against a Patrat that has 3% catch rate.
That just sounds obnoxious to me.
Yeah. Hey, Nictophile.
Oh.
How goes it? Chosuni's favorite Pokemon is Cyndaquil. Yeah, Cyndaquil is amazing. Like, there's... I said this last stream, but there's no starter that I actually dislike. There's just some that I like more than others.
You know what my favourite starter is across all gens?
Go on.
Take a guess.
I can't, actually.
No guesses?
If anyone in the chat wants to guess Distranda's favorite starter, I mean, the thing is, like, I wouldn't have thought Charmander, because that's pretty much everyone's, because everyone loves Charizard.
Can confirm, not Charmander.
Or is it like, or is it an evolution of one of the starters? So is it one of the starters' basic forms?
I'm saying one of the starters, so base form. Although its final form is also swank as hell.
Okay. I mean, very few people like Tepig, so I wouldn't have thought it'd be Tepig. I like
confirm,
Tepig.
not Tepig.
Tepig's adorable. I don't know why people dislike it.
Because it turns into a stupid fireball.
You just don't appreciate the finer points of Embo.
I can't argue. Nope, not Torchic.
I have only ever had one shiny that wasn't a red Gyarados, and it was a golden Krabby in, I think it was the original Silver, or it might have been the original Gold.
Not Shreko, not Chimchar.
Trico?
Nope. Shall I just say?
Go on.
Piplup.
Ooh.
Piplup is fantastic. The whole line is fantastic. Even like the water steel combination on Empoleon is just really interesting and great.
Yeah, Piplup is awesome. Also, Liz, I'll guess Piplup just as you said.
Yep, good job. Piplup is incredible. Piplup is the perfect starter. Like, I went into that game not really knowing about any of the Pokemon in it and just happened to choose Piplup. And it just constantly surprised me and constantly made me feel good about that choice.
Yeah, Piplup. I did 2 runs of Platinum. First run I took Piplup, and the second one I took Infernape. No, Chimchar. Both of them are really, really cool. I don't think I ever took Turtwig though. But I mean, I don't dislike Piplup. It's just that I got to a point where I think it was something like I forget why I started again. Actually, thinking about it, I mean, it's a very long time ago.
Oh, if I can pick your brain for a second.
Yeah.
Those run concepts I said about earlier, the cursed one and then the clock-based one.
Mm.
I was concerned that a clock-based one would be too easy. So I did have a secondary clause to make it a bit spicier.
Yeah.
Which is that we're also not allowed to keep any Pokemon inside the PC.
Oh, yeah, that's just downright cruel, frankly.
Well, that's compelling, right?
Yeah, I'm also thinking suicidal, but it's your run.
Oh, it's totally doable. Totally doable.
Fair enough. Like I say, I'm unlikely to do many challenge runs or anything like that because I have enough stress in my life as it is.
You are not a fan of Masochism.
No, frankly. Like I say, I'm also somewhat asexual, so like that's why a lot of the times when lewds come up in certain chats and what have you, like my instant reaction is ew. I never used to be as bad as I was, admittedly. Like it has sort of my tolerance for lewd imagery has declined in the past like year or so. But I know why that's the case, but it's just still sort of like, oh.
Did you get Pokeballs?
No.
Yeah.
Running around at the speed of sound, backtracking. Like some of the things that Sen says is just sort of, oh dear God, no.
Oh, but you're like I know you're not wrong there, but Onibom says the best things ever.
Oh yeah, and that's why a lot of the times I take screenshots and just bring them up at random points later on. But still, you know, it's just kind of I don't yeah, and I don't want people to think that I would stop people from talking about those sorts of things. I mean, especially in Distranda.
Yeah, so where we have the Distressed Realm, for if you want to talk about that kind of thing, it's currently a very quiet place.
Yeah. So, but you know, like I say, I don't have a problem with people. Like I understand that people have different preferences and all the rest of it, but it's just like, you know, for me, it's kind of a running joke where someone will say something and I'll just be like vomits with rage.
Yep, and you have your own special vomit emote in Distranda,
which I have never used to this point.
You should use it. It's wonderful.
Okay.
It's mono funny.
Also, apologies, chat, if you haven't got a clue what we're talking about and you don't want to hear about any of my preferences or anything like that. I seriously apologize, but
yeah, the idea with the no PC rule was because it became apparent when I was kind of tinkering with the game to get a feeling for difficulty that early game I could just load up on a ton of Pokemon and then just kind of be like, well, I've got all the sacrifices I could ever need.
Oh, I understand.
So I wanted to put some kind of check in place like that to make sure I wasn't stockpiling.
I understand the reasoning behind it. It's just like, wow, that's harsh. Apologies if I triggered any Sonic. Although I'm not opposed to people singing Sonic songs.
Like, I can't really.
Some
say
of them are great.
Because like I've ended up singing small bits of City Escape numerous times while playing Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Because how can you not when you're frantically rolling through places?
Remember that at the end of Sonic Adventure where the characters just start singing along to the to the song?
I don't, but
yeah, in the credits of Sonic Adventure, like you'll have the OSC is playing in the background and it's showing like a bunch of clips of and things that you did, and like a very brief epilogue that is generally speaking really disappointing. And then all of a sudden, like especially I'm not sure if it happens with all of them, but it definitely happens with Tails and Sonic. They look directly at the camera and just start singing along. Also, thank you so much for the follow, Chotuni. That means a lot. But yeah, like I say, it's like watching the Game Grumps play through it. I mean, oh god, some of Aaron's outbursts at that, especially during Big the Cat stuff, were amazing. But yeah, that's when they first when they noticed it was when I first noticed it, because it's been a very long time since I played that game. In fact, I don't think I ever actually finished it with I don't think I ever finished it with Tails or Sonic, so that might be why I never saw it. But I have a Dreamcast set up actually, but it needs I think the lens needs cleaning, and some of the discs might need cleaning as well. And thanks for following, Lizald.
Yay! We can't have it.
I don't know actually. What do you want to do about this? Because we caught a Geodude on a previous route, but I didn't nickname it, so it had to be released.
Because it was a heathen.
Because it was a nameless heathen, and Distranda wouldn't let me go on with it. So.
But we still did own it.
So do you want to? It's entirely up to you. It's a female one as well.
I think we have to kill it. I think this is a non-eligible Pokemon.
But Geodude.
Like, I'll tell you what, we'll go on a vote system here. I'm voting where it's ineligible, but you have a vote and everyone in chat can have a vote too.
Well, you can't.
So
Hey Metro, how goes it? Right, well we're currently 2 each. Because Metro says Racket along with you. And Lizald is with me in that we should just catch it. So if anyone else has any input on that, then what do we do if there's a tie? Fight to the death. Through the interwebs, somehow. In which you would probably win, because you're probably much stronger than I am.
I don't know, I mean, there was a time when that was true, but...
No, I have no upper body strength because of medications. I no longer have
upper body strength because I'm a lazy fuck.
Yes, but... Yeah, I'm not going to go into that, actually. And unfortunately for me, I no longer have 15 stone of weight behind me, so I could just sit on you.
I think I'm still a solid 10 stone.
Yeah, I've gone up since Christmas to 10 stone 5. At one point I was 9 stone 5, I think it was. No, 9.5 stone. That was my lightest. And I was just slowly crept up over winter and just... I'm getting back on that grind now though, because like I say, I had certain things that meant I couldn't exercise for a while, so...
Okay, so Nectarfile seems to be exercising their right not to vote.
Oh.
I think we gotta kill it. We don't need it.
Nictophile, I like you. I like the way you think. Chaotic neutral is the ideal life. Speaking of, I'm actually playtesting characters for a certain game for roleplay possibilities at some point.
But yeah, I think we have to kill this Geodude. I think it is a burned Pokemon. And this one especially should be burned.
Can I just say I hate everyone that says it should be destroyed? Take care, Chotuni, and thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again soon. Like I understand what you say. I understand what you're saying, but like technically speaking, we never had that as a rule. We never specified that as a rule. As
it's the rule of a Nuzlocke. You can't have a Pokemon you already owned.
It's a rule of some Nuzlocks. You can't have a Pokemon that you currently own.
I have never seen it ruled as currently.
I have. I've seen it on one or two people's Nuzlocke in the past, but it might have been before specific things were established as full rules. So, and thanks for following Kaima the Furry Weeb. That means a lot, and that is an awesome name.
They've not said anything either, so have they?
No, they've not said anything, but like I say, I'm perfectly fine with people lurking, because like sometimes sometimes I do it. I just have a stream on in the background while I'm doing something else. So
I numerous times fall asleep watching streams.
Yeah, I very rarely fall asleep watching a stream unless I've done something that day that wiped me out, like traveling back and forth Cardiff. That's usually the one for me. That's usually. So there's every possibility that on Tuesday I'll be in your stream and then suddenly I won't be. Because again, I'm in Cardiff again on Tuesday, and then on Friday there's a hospital visit I have. So okay, so if no one's gonna break the tie, I will take it out.
How about a compromise here?
Go
which
on.
I think will satisfy everyone. So we will capture this Geodude.
And sack it after Whitney.
Yes, ideally we will explode it against her milk tank.
Okay, I can live with that. Because if the rival battle last time was anything to go by, yeah. Oh, not the last time, but the time before that. But yeah. Okay.
But this thing does not leave Goldenrod City.
No. This is where Tackle just takes it out anyway, because and that would be. No worries. We've come up with we've broken the impasse. We're taking it, but it does not leave Goldenrod City alive. Unfortunately. No, I'm not gonna go against that. That seems perfectly reasonable. Also, I'm contemplating what to do about FF15 tomorrow, because I'm currently in that chapter where it's just very tedious, and I don't know. I don't know whether to switch to Ignis and Gladio and do their story instead. So I don't know who that is, but if it's a Welsh person, that could possibly be why. I'll take that as a compliment though, Kaima. Because I'm Welsh, I just don't necessarily sound it. Lag? I mean, everything looks good my end. No drop frames or anything like that, but Twitch does lag something like 20 seconds anyway, I think it is, or between 15 and 20 seconds, so could be that. Lizald, you suggested Rolling Stone as the nickname. I don't know if that'll fit, but I'll... Rolling Stone. And my tablet is vibrating because people are saying stuff in Discord and there's nothing I can do about it. I hope it's nothing that needs my attention. Ideally not.